Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' This D. I'm in a new location at the moment. I'm currently on vacation. I'm in my villa, but I'm gonna be reacting to videos while I'm here. So, about to watch this video by Impressive. This is Beyonce's Renaissance, and Kelis slams Beyonce for copying her and taking her song. Why is everybody coming for Beyonce and claiming that she's copying them? It's so weird, but we're gonna get into that. I have not heard Beyonce's Renaissance yet. I've been gone for quite a few days now, and I just haven't had time to check it out, but people have definitely told me that, hey, it's trash and you're not gonna like it. So I trust y'all because I feel like a lot of y'all know me. Y'all know, the type of music I like. And if y'all say I ain't gonna fuck with it, I'm probably not gonna fuck with it, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. We're gonna see. But anyway, we're gonna see what they're talking about in this video. Let's watch.
To the video, Beyonce dropped Renaissance, and this is the first solo album she released in 6 years. The last album she released was Lemonade, and that was back in 2016. And in between that time, she did release some collaborative projects. She released an album with her husband, Jay-Z, called Everything Is Love, and The Gift, which was a soundtrack for The Lion King.
I've never seen this video.
A lot of her fans were waiting for her to release her solo music. So she finally dropped her solo music, and I'm hearing that Renaissance might be a 3-part album.
Good.
She's been working on this music for over 3 years, so she might have a lot more music coming up after this. Now, let's talk about the music. What is going on with this album? I'm going to tell you what's going on. Beyonce has definitely done something sonically different that we haven't heard from her before. The Act 1 of Renaissance is very fun. It's lighthearted, it's carefree, it's sassy, it's confident, it's braggadocious, and it's meant for you to dance to. It's not a heavy album at all. She's not crying about heartbreak on this album.
Good, because I hate heartbreak albums.
Statements. She just simply wanted to have fun with this album. And I do think Beyonce specifically made this album
she's having fun. She's so
for
cute.
her gay fan base and for the Black ballroom culture. With all that being said, I will say
I'm
that
gay,
the
but
album
no.
is not for everybody, because I know
I don't like house
everybody
music.
doesn't necessarily like dance music. Even though dance music is very popular, it's still somewhat of a niche genre. But regardless of what the genre is, I think anybody can subjectively determine what is good and what's not good. Now let's get on to the.
I hate people automatically assume that all gay people like this type of music, though.
I have some critiques, but I want to start with the positive. First, starting off with the songs I liked. I actually love the song Plastic Off the Sofa. And it's funny because Plastic Off the Sofa wasn't necessarily a dance track. It's really more of a slow groove track. It's an R&B song, very soulful, very jazzy. And it sounds like a song that Solange would actually sing. And it kind of makes me wonder why Beyonce hasn't done a joint project with Solange. I think she needs to work with Solange more. But that's besides the point. But I loved Plastic Off the Sofa. I loved her vocals. The harmonies and the runs were incredible. So that definitely, in my opinion, was the best song on the album. Another song I really enjoyed was Virgo's Groove. Virgo's Groove was kind of a funky electro house song. It was really a whole vibe. I loved it. I especially loved her falsetto notes at the end and her runs.
Let's see her dance and have a good time.
Big vocal moments on this album,
I never seen these clips before.
She did have some lovely harmonies and some great runs on certain songs. So I definitely caught all of that. Another song I really liked on the album was Cuff It. Cuff It is more of a pop disco sounding song. It sounds like something that Nile Rodgers did with Daft Punk and Pharrell. It kind of reminds me of that. And also it sounds like a song that Lizzo and Bruno Mars would sing. It just has that commercial pop sound to it. And this is the type of dance music that I notice gets a lot of airplay. So I'm wondering if Beyonce will release this as a single. Who knows? Also, one of the standout songs on the album to me is Alien Superstar. Alien Superstar has
taking mental notes,
distorted
seeing if I'm gonna like these songs.
It sounds like a Prince song. I especially love the chorus part of it. I love that.
No, Impressive. No. Stop.
Stop. I love that part. I love it. I also like that Afrobeat dance song she did with Grace Jones and Tim's called Move. I like that song as well. But as far as the other songs are concerned, I was kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about some of the other songs. Sonically, Church Girl had potential to be good because I do love that New Orleans bounce sound that it had. However,
I've heard a lot of people say they like it.
I didn't care about what she was talking about. And she wasn't really talking about much on this album, to be honest. I think Break My Soul was really the only song that had some type of substance. And a lot of the songs had some pretty juvenile lyrics. And it's not like I was expecting any depth because, once again, this is a fun, carefree album.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
But I didn't like some of the lyrics. And I know the dream was behind some of these lyrics, so I'm blaming him. Also, I didn't really care for Beyonce's rapping. I
love when
wish
she raps.
Beyonce would let the rapping go.
I
prefer to hear her sing. So I'm kind of 50-50 on this album. Truthfully, I like half of the
I can't
songs,
wait to
but the other
listen
half
to it.
is just a pass for me. And it just goes back to what I said. This album isn't for everybody. There are some songs that you probably will like and some other songs you probably won't. And that's kind of my experience. I like some songs, but I didn't like some songs. And I probably would have liked some of the songs if they had visuals. I will admit I was disappointed that her visuals didn't drop with this album. I did hear that she's going to release visuals on a later date, but she wants people to actually enjoy the music. And I do understand that, but I think visuals would have been helpful this time around, at least for me. I'm just speaking for myself. Now, there was some controversy behind one of the songs on the album. Beyonce made a song called Energy featuring Bean, and this song actually samples Kelis' song, Get Along With You. And Kelis wasn't happy to find out that her song was sampled because she didn't know about it. No one approached her to clear the sample. Now, one of her fan pages called Kelis Trends posted about this, and Kelis responded. Kelis goes by the name Bounty in Full on Instagram. She said, "My mind is blown too because the level of disrespect and utter ignorance of all three parties involved is astounding."
That's really surprising. I would think that they would clear this with her.
Nothing is ever as it seems. Some of the people in this business have no soul or integrity, and they have everyone fooled. One person said, "Awesome, that's a collab the world really needs." And she said, "It's not a collab, it's theft." Another commenter said, "She's sampling her again. I hope this time she makes it publicly known and gives Kelis her credit and flowers. I like Beyonce, but she stayed biting somebody else's stuff and don't give them their credit." And Kelis said, "It's ridiculous." So Kelis is very upset, and I think she's entitled to feel how she feels.
I didn't know she actually stole her shit.
I don't believe she's going to be getting any royalties from this song, even though it's her song. But Beyonce is not really to blame for this. I think the people to blame for this is actually the Neptunes, because I remember some years back, Kelis revealed to The Guardian that the Neptunes cheated her out of her publishing rights. Now, Kelis worked with Pharrell and Chad from the Neptunes on her first
she can't do shit about it.
And she said that she was blatantly lied to and tricked. So she never made money from her first two albums. And I do think the Neptunes own the rights to her music. So they could allow anybody to sample her music, and unfortunately, she won't get credit or any money from it. So that's what the real issue is. However, Kelis is also upset at Beyonce because she feels like Beyonce didn't respect her enough to reach out to her and tell her that she was going to sample her song.
Here's the first issue, okay? Number one,
but how you know Beyonce know about this?
I'm a human being, so I get pissed off.
Because I didn't know.
Off, right? I'm an artist, so I am, as Erica said, I'm sensitive about my shit. The reality is, okay, is that my real beef is not only with Beyonce, because at the end of the day, she sampled a record, she's copied me before, she's done it before, so have many other artists. It's fine. I don't care about that. The issue is that not only are we female artists, okay, black female artists in an industry that there's not that many of us, right? We've met each other, we know each other, we have mutual friends. It's not hard, she can contact, right? Ash Nico, who's 20, she's a young white girl, she reached out when she freaking, it's just common decency, right? It's common decency, especially because, as so many of you pointed out, as though I don't know, but let me help you, okay?
Help me.
I know what I own and what I don't own. I also know the lies that were told. I also know the things that were stolen. Publishing was stolen. People were swindled out of rights. It happens all the time, especially back then. So it's not about me being mad about Beyonce. Everyone's like, you're all sheep. And I'm talking to the people who are obsessed and blind, just it's so dumb. It's so ignorant. It's so ignorant. She's one issue because it was stupid and disrespectful, and she should have at least reached out. But the real issue is the fact that the people like Pharrell and like Chad really is like an amoeba and he's spineless. It's a miracle he can keep his neck up. But Pharrell knows better. This is a direct hit at me. He does this stuff all the time. It's very petty. Very, very, very. And the reality is that it's frustrating. I have the right to be frustrated. Why? Because no one had the human decency to call and be like, yo, hey, would like to use your record. Which, by the way, the reason I'm annoyed is because I know it was on purpose. This is not like some, oh, they were in the studio. No, this was an on purpose direct hit, which is very passive aggressive. It's very petty. It's very stupid. And I'm going to say what I have to say. I don't mince my words. So all of you Beyonce fans, knock yourselves out. I'm not mad like that. It's not about me being jealous of someone using my song. That's the dumbest, most ignorant thing I've ever heard. Like, grow up. I was not thinking about her or no one else. Not even on no shade. Just not thinking about living my greatest, best life, as I always do. So it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that from one artist to another, you should have the decency and the common sense and the courtesy to call, reach out, a manager, an agent, anybody. You should be like, yo, heads up. This is what we're thinking. This is what we're doing. Even if you're going to do it anyway. Just common decency. Like I said, it's happened before where people at least had the wherewithal to be like, yo, using your record, we understand that like Pharrell totally swindled you out of your stuff. Just want to give the respect because that's what you do, right? No, that's not what happened. So just to add to my thought, here's the issue, okay? This is really not about Beyonce or anything else for that. The reality is, okay, and I said what I said, so still all facts, okay? But the reality is that this is more about the fact that like there's a lot of hypocrisy and there's a lot of nonsense. So we've got Pharrell who did an interview, I think last year, talking about artists' rights and how people should be able to rework their deals and artists should be getting credit for what they've done and all this stuff. Where in reality, when I was signed to him, I had the same manager that he had, and he has writing credits on my records, okay? All my singles, coincidentally. And he never wrote a song, a lyric a day in his life, okay? And so, yeah, that's a problem. Number two, we've got Beyonce, who, like I said, out of human decency and artistry and female, just all of the stuff she sings about, all this empowerment and stuff, I don't talk about it, I am about it, okay? So the reality is, all of this female empowerment stuff, it only counts if you really do it. If you're really living it and walking the walk. Don't just talk the talk. It's real cute and fun to sing all these girls' songs. Come on now, let's be real, all right? And then thirdly, you want to talk about Pharrell's like, oh, cause I'm happy. I'd be happy too if I was selling all kinds of folks publishing and rights to songs and all kinds of stuff. I actually really wouldn't be happy because it's evil. But the point is, okay, is that there's a lot of hypocrisy and someone has to talk about it and bring it up. And it just so happens that I was thrown in this. This is not like I looked for it. I was actually last night, I was posting on my Bounty and
okay, I agree with
my own thing. And then I saw one of my fan pages and someone was like, oh, this is a collaboration between B and Kelis. No, it's not a collaboration. It's called thievery because the collaboration, the definition of collaboration, it means that we are working together. Right. There's no working together if you are not even checking to see if everything's cool. That's a problem, okay? I would never.
But is that her responsibility though? I don't know.
I never would. Why? Because
I'm not an artist.
What's the point? If I like it so much, why wouldn't I just be like, yo, I really like it. Can I use it? Whatever. That doesn't happen, right? It's nonsense. Because some people, I don't know what they think. I don't even care. The point is, something has to be done about it. I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm not going to pop off all the time. I'm saying what I have to say because it's true, okay? But I do think that something needs to be done. It happens to a lot of artists. It happens all the time. And I think that really something needs to change. And this just might be the fuel that I needed to actually do it. Because honestly, I try to keep to myself and stay out of the drama. But if it keeps coming to me, what else am I going to do, right? That's all. So say what you want to say. I don't really care. Peace.
Woo-wee. So that's what Kelis had to say. As you can hear, she is very upset. She says she doesn't care, but she was kind of heated about this. But once again, I can't blame Kelis for being upset because I do think she's entitled to her feelings. However, I don't think she should have as much smoke for Beyonce. I think her real issue is with the Neptunes.
I agree with that too.
Anyway, tell me what y'all think about.
Totally agree with that. Sorry, it's a lot going on here. I'm at an Airbnb and people are here cleaning and I'm not here alone. It's just a lot happening, so excuse that. But I definitely agree. I feel like she definitely should have more beef with Pharrell, Neptunes. I don't think that's Beyonce's responsibility to be like, oh, is this okay? Can I clear this? Like, that's what her people are for. Like, their place is to reach out to artists and clear shit. And if they don't have to get clearance from Kelis because they own it already, then they don't have to get clearance from her. So I don't understand why she's mad at Beyonce. I guess she feels like, oh, it's common decency, it's common courtesy, you should have reached out. But I don't know all the details there. Maybe she feel like, I'm staying out of that. I ain't saying that. Maybe she does know what's happening and she feels like, okay, I'm just gonna use the song because they say that it's fine. This is the Neptunes beat or whatever the fuck, and I'm gonna just mind my business. she could be doing that. Maybe she don't want no parts of the messy shit that they got going on. Because Kelis is like, oh, Pharrell is doing this to be petty. He's been doing this for a long time. So clearly there's some beef going on between them. So maybe Beyonce wants to stay the fuck out of it. That's the vibe that I get from Beyonce. Heavy. That she's not the type to be involved in people's drama. Even when it's closely related to her. Because if you saw the footage with the fucking elevator situation, that's her own fucking husband. But she stayed the fuck out of it when Solange attacked him. She just was in the corner like, oh, damn, that's y'all, that's crazy. You know, so you think she about to interfere with what's going on with you, Kelis, and Pharrell? She didn't interfere with that situation. It's just not adding up that she would get involved. So that's how I feel about that. But yeah, I really want to hear Beyonce's album. I definitely am going to get around to it. Like I said, I've been just really busy. It's a lot going on in another country. So yes, but anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.